All right, so hello and a very warm good afternoon to every one of you. Hello and a very warm good afternoon. So, guys, the audibility is it there, right? The audibility is there, everyone. Okay. Okay. So, good afternoon, Divya, good afternoon, Rahul. Once again, my dear friend, good afternoon to every one of you. Good afternoon, my dear friends. So, the next topic here is the geography aspect. Okay. Now, the reason actually the session it was scheduled for later on, but I had to prepone it. Why? Because my friends, I'm not there for for a day, because I have to be somewhere, so that is the reason. So I had to prepone it. All right. So that is where good afternoon, Srivata. Good afternoon. I cannot pronounce the name. I Boklan. Okay. So good afternoon. I will just tell that. Okay. Good afternoon, Madhuri. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So what we shall be doing is that we shall be starting with this particular session, that is going to be the geography. Okay. Now in this geography, the today's topic is going to be the types of climates that are there, the various types of climate. Now see, there are two things that I want to talk in this context. Now in these two things, what I want to tell you in the climate. Okay. So climate, the first is the general understanding of the climate. The general understanding, that means that what are the various factors that affect the climate of a particular region. For example, longitude. Okay, in which longitude is that particular location, or which latitude is that particular location. Okay, that is going to, I will just explain this up. Okay, just give me 1 minute, I'll just explain, because these are the basics of it. Okay, these are the basics of it. Now when we talk on climate, so the first aspect is that, okay, the general understanding that impacts climate, the general understanding, and second is going to be the types of climate. Okay, now when we talk on the general understanding, what do we know? The first one is that what are the factors that affect the climate, factors affecting climate. Now, when we talk on the factors affecting climate, what do we understand? Means factors affecting climate of a location. So there are various points on which factors affecting climate on location. Means there is this particular PDF. Okay, you can find it there. I will just upload the PDF also. Just a moment. Just give me a moment. Climate. Okay. See, in this session, I'm going to talk about various things. Means things are not only associated with the PDF, but it is the explanation that I believe you will understand a lot of things in this particular session. Okay. So, guys, I have uploaded the PDF. Just let me know whether you have found it. Okay, everyone. All right, I have uploaded the PDF. Just let me know whether you have found it. All right. So I have uploaded it. All right. Now, when we talk on the factors affecting the climate of a particular location, so what do we understand? The first one is the longitude on which that particular location is located. That is longitude. All right. Longitude and latitude. So when we talk on this aspect, so just what do we know? What do we know here? What do we know is that when we talk about the earth, there is going to be the 0 degree, and here there are the polar areas, and this is going to be what? These are the latitudes. So the distance between each latitude, is generally 111 kilometers. 111 kilometers. Okay, so this is 0 degree, this is 90 degree, we know this much. Now the more we go from the equator towards the pole, the temperature is going to decrease, and it becomes cold. That is what we understand. Okay, so here the latitude of the location is also going to indicate what is going to be the temperature of that particular location. That is the first aspect. The second factor that affects the climate of a region is going to be that how far is it from the sea. Okay, distance from the sea. from sea. Now, for example, you can see that there are coastal areas. So the locations that are on the coastal belt, they have somewhat of a equalizing temperature. They are not that extremely hot, they are not that extremely cold. But when you talk about Delhi, Delhi is there. Delhi is where it is in the interior portions. It is far away from the water body, that is far away from the sea. So because of that, it is either extremely hot in the summer, either it is extremely cold in the winter. Okay, so that happens. Now here, so the distance of the sea also affects the climate of the location. All right. Now the third one is going to be altitude of a location. Altitude of a location. All right. Altitude, what do we know is that when you go on the mountain, okay, the more up you go, the more there is decrease in temperature, means it becomes cold. The more up you go, the more coldness is there. So it is known as normal lapse rate. Normal lapse rate. That the more above you go, the more the temperature is going to decrease. Just keep this in mind, that is cold air. Cold air, it has, okay, the cold air, it is going to be heavy, and the hot air is going to be light. So this is going to be in associated with atmospheric pressure. So here the atmospheric pressure is high, here the atmospheric pressure is low. Okay, that means the low pressure and high pressure. So the cold air, it is going to be high pressure, and the hot air is going to be low pressure. Hot air is going to be low pressure, cold air is going to be high pressure. Now remember that whenever there is a low pressure air, I am just giving this to you as a extra information, okay, that whenever there is an area which has low pressure, that means hot air is there. Okay, so what happens is that the cold air is going to come towards the hot air. For example, here what you can see is that in this particular belt, this is what, this is the tropical belt. So in the tropical belt, there is going to be sun, and because of the sun, there is going to become hot air. So what happens is that here there is the cold air. Okay, so the cold air is going to come towards the hot air. So the high pressure comes towards the low pressure. So that is going to be there. Now, apart from that, okay, so this is the altitude. The more up you go, like that. Then there is going to be, apart from altitude, it is going to be okay, distance from the sea, altitude, okay, factors affecting the climate. Yes, then there is the rotation of the earth. Rotation of the earth and the transparency in the atmosphere. Rotation of the earth and the transparency in the atmosphere. Now the rotation, you are well aware that the earth rotates, okay, because of that some form of, you know, sun rays, they are going to come, and that is going to lead to hotness, that is tropical or the particular polar or temperate areas. When we talk about the transparency of the atmosphere, it means that if there is very opaque, so or if there is a transparent layer of atmosphere, so then there is going to be heat, means sun rays is there. The more the air is transparent, the more the heat will be there. That is the simple basic idea. Okay, so these are the various factors that affect the climate. Now because of these factors, okay, because of these factors, there are various types of climates that are there in the world. For example, there is a Mediterranean type of climate that is there in the Mediterranean area. There is the savanna type of climate. There is the tropical type of climate. There is going to be the China type of climate, that is there generally in China. There is going to be the English type of climate. There is the polar type of climate. There is the you know, there's the Sudanese type of climate. So what do we understand? That because of these particular aspects, various regions in the world, they have various types of climate. And because of these various regions in the world having various types of climate, there is diversity of climates that are there on the earth. So these particular things, they are going to determine the climate of it. Now when we talk on the climate, what is the climate? What is the climate? So here we need to understand, many of you would consider weather as climate. Many of you would consider weather as climate, but this is not, weather is not climate. Weather is a temporary state, whereas climate, it is somewhat that has happened for 20 to 30 years. Okay, when the atmosphere, climate is what? When the atmosphere and the precipitation is going to be somewhat similar for over 20 to 30 years, then we can consider that this is a type of climate that is prevalent in that particular area. Whereas weather, hot weather, cold weather, rainy weather. Okay, but how can we say that this is the summer season, this is the winter season, this is the the summer, winter and monsoon season? Why are we saying this? Because over the years this has become a norm. So that becomes climate. That is not temporary, but over the years that has become a norm, that is climate. And climate is what? Climate is also determined by precipitation also. The factors that affect the climate is, it is also precipitation. Alright, so like this, what we can say is that there are various types of climates then which are going to be there. The various types of climates that are there. Now I have added this up. Okay, here what you can see, that what is the difference between climate and weather. This is what you can understand. Okay, just have a read of the first 3 pages, guys. Just have a read of the first 3 pages here. Everyone, just have a read of the first 3 pages, please. Have a read of the first 3 pages. I have uploaded it, both of you, both of your particular areas. Guys, read the first 3 pages that I've told you. Read the first 3 pages, because I have explained this up to you. Okay, I have explained this up to you. Done, everybody? Done? Okay. So, all right. Then let's start with the further aspect. Let's start with the further aspect. Okay. So, here you've done the 3 pages. All right. So, these are the salient features. Okay. These are the salient features. Okay. Now, here initially what I've done is, here in the initial pages, I have, okay, in the initial pages, I have added the, in the initial pages, I have added the particular, what do you say? In the initial pages, I have added the Indian climate that was there. Okay, the Indian climate that is going to be there. So what you can do is, means we have generally looked into this, that what are the factors that affect the particular, climate of the area. So you can go through this initial aspect. Okay, you can go through this particular thing. All right, means these are going to be the most important aspects. Now, one thing that I want to explain here, in the climate itself, that these are some concepts that I believe that explanation is very much important to these particular concepts. Okay, that is, what is El Nino, what is La Nina, and what is Enso. So here let me just showcase this to you. Okay, I'll just draw this diagram here only. So just try and understand what I'm trying to tell you here. Just try and understand what I am trying to do here. Okay, so now here what do we understand? Just imagine that this is India. Okay, this is India. Now here what do we see? Here there is Australia. India, Australia. Here there is going to be South America. Okay, this is South America. Here this is the Pacific Ocean. Okay, this is the Pacific Ocean. So what can we understand from here is that what is the El Nino, what is the La Nina, and what is the Enso. Okay, El Nino, La Nina, and Enso. The examination will ask you the impact of El Nino, La Nina, and Enso on India and on the other areas. So in the normal years, when we talk about the normal years, what is going to happen in the normal years? Okay, the normal years, here what happens is that the Indian Ocean, or the western part of the Pacific Ocean, it is going to be a warm ocean. In the normal years, it is going to be warm water is going to be here. So when there is warm water, because of warm water, what would happen is that there will be evaporation. There will be evaporation. Because of evaporation, clouds, and because of clouds, there would be rains. So generally rains will happen in India and rains will happen in Australia because of the evaporation and everything that is happening. And here what will be there is, here there will be cold water. Cold water would be here. Now because of cold water, there will not be that much of evaporation. Okay, there will be somewhat of the colder aspect. Okay, so just a moment guys, just a moment, just give me 1 minute. Okay, so all right. So what I was telling is that here when we talk that this is going to be the cold water. Okay, this is going to be the cold water here. So generally when there is cold water, there is not going to be that much of, there is not going to be that much of evaporation, and because there is not going to be that much of evaporation, what do we understand is that here there is not going to be that much of rains. So generally here it is going to be a normal climate. Okay, and that is why here in these areas what you are going to see, you are going to find deserts. Okay, in these area you are going to be finding deserts. All right, this is going to be happening in the normal years. But what happens in the apart from the normal years is going to be that when there is going to be the El Nino, when there is going to be the El Nino years. Okay, so in the El Nino years what happens is that the warm water, it gets turned into cold water. And when the warm water gets turned into cold water, what do we understand here is that when cold water will be there, there will not be that much of evaporation, no clouds. And because there will not be any clouds, then there will be desertification and everything will be happening here. So when desertification and everything will be happening here, so what happens is that here, because of that, dryness and everything will happen here, and because of the dryness, warm air mass, warm flow of air, so that is going to lead to forest fires. Okay, because you might know that whenever there is warm air, okay, or there is dryness in the climate, so because of that forest fires and everything, it can occur at that point of time. Okay, so that is one thing. Whereas here the cold water, okay, the cold water, it will get changed to warm water, and because of that there will be evaporation, clouds, and then there will be the extreme rainfalls will be happening here. So the area which was not accustomed to rainfall, now it will be having floods. Okay, this area will be having floods, whereas here there will be drought, forest fires and all, but here there will be floods. That is El Nino. But when we talk about La Nina, okay, when we talk about La Nina, okay, so what do we understand in the La Nina is that here the particular, what do we understand in the La Nina is that the particular warm water, what do we understand in La Nina? The warm water. Okay, here there was originally warm water. This warm water is going to become increasingly warm. Okay, it is going to become much warm. All right, at that point of time. And when it becomes much warm, what would happen is that much more evaporation would be there, much more clouds will be there, and much more rains would be there. So here, what would be the scenario here because of warm water? That would be floods and all. And here generally what would happen is that in the normal years there is cold water, so it would be extreme cold. Okay, extreme cold would be there, and because of that much more coldness will happen here. So that is La Nina. Okay, so La Nina is basically extremity of the normal events, whereas El Nino is the opposite of the normal events. Okay, so did you understand, guys? Did you understand? Did you understand, everybody? Okay, so what you do is you just read the La Nina page. Okay, just read the La Nina and the El Nino page. Okay, here I have written it up. Okay, so here I have also written ENSO. So just read it from page number 6. Okay, from page number 6 till page number 9. Just read it up, friends. From page number 6 till page number 9. From page number 6 till page number 9. ठीक है. So everyone done? All right. So here this is going to be there. So means you might have understood. You might have understood. Okay. Then there is going to be the next point, that is going to be the Indian monsoon. Okay. Then there is the Indian monsoon. So you can read this up. Okay. I have put it up in a very simple manner. And you guys, when you have read this up, so guys, did you find the language simple? Guys, did you find the language simple? Did you find the language simple, guys? Every one of you, did you understand whatever we are doing up till now? Did you understand whatever we are doing up till now? I'm sorry. Did you understand whatever we are doing up till now? Okay, good, good. Jitendra, Rahul, good. All right. So, okay, all right. Then, your other aspect is going to be the Indian monsoons, which you have to read it up. Okay, there is a full form of ENSO is El Nino Southern Oscillation. ENSO means El Nino Southern Oscillation. El Nino Southern Oscillation. Okay, that is going to be there. Okay, so that is going to be ENSO. El Nino and La Nina, they are known by various different names. Okay, they are known by various different names. Now, see the Indian monsoon, that is page number 12. From page number 12 till. Okay, so from page number 12 till page number 33, you guys will have to do it. From page number 12 till page number 33, you will have to do it. All right. So, okay, so you do it after that. You do it after the class. Now, the next thing that we shall be talking is going to be the climatic regions of India. Now, when we talk on the climatic regions of India, my dear friends, so what do we understand here? So, like I've told you in the precipitation and the climate aspect, that there are various, based on those various parameters, the climate is distributed across the country, across the regions. So, here also in India, because of the longitude, latitude, altitude, distance from the sea, okay, there is going to be various regions that are going to have the various climatic things in India, various climatic regions in India. So when we talk on the various climatic regions, so there is going to be a tropical humid climate, that means which is near the tropics. Then there is subtropical humid climate, that is a little bit above the tropics. Then there is dry climate near Rajasthan and in the central India. Okay, so when we talk about the tropical humid climate, so what is the tropical humid climate that we see? Guys, what you do is you just read this up, please. You just read this up. Sorry guys, there was someone on the someone on the door. That is why I had to rush. Okay, so what you can do is here there were the general types of climate. Okay, now in this particular general types of climate, what do we understand is generally when I'm talking to you on the tropical type of climate. So what do we understand in the tropical type of climate? That here, okay, what do we understand in the tropical type of climate? That here there is going to be it is going to be there in the locations that is near the tropics. That means generally in the South India, where there is higher rainfalls. Why? Because I've told you, whenever we talk on the climate, so for a climate to be, according to the way it is, the most importance is precipitation. So if there is higher precipitation, so that particular area will have a normal temperature. So temperature and precipitation, these are the two most important things for determining the climate. That what is the temperature and precipitation. So if a particular area, if it has a higher precipitation, there will be a lower temperature comparatively. Okay, and it will lead to a humid climate. Okay, sorry, yes, a little bit of humid climate. Then moreover, if there is lower precipitation, then there will be a drier climate that would lead to increase in temperature. That means hotness would increase. Okay, so based on temperature and precipitation, the whole of the area is going to be categorized, and based on this temperature and precipitation also, the biodiversity of that area is also going to be determined. The biodiversity of the area is also going to be determined based on this particular aspect. So here what is there is that the humid climate, what is going to happen, it is going to also known as rainforest climate or the equatorial climate. Why? Because here the precipitation is going to be high, and because precipitation is going to be high, it is going to have similar weather conditions throughout the year. Okay, you can go through this, we have also talked it up in the the vegetation, the India's vegetation. Then there is the subtropical humid climate. Okay, you can also go through this, I believe. Okay, then the dry climate that is there. Okay, now when we talk about the climatic regions in India, the climate, okay, based on the climate, the Indian geography, it can be divided into multiple regions. Now, what are those multiple regions? That is, the first one is going to be the stamps classification. Okay, the stamps classification. Another is going to be the Köppen's classification. Now, the examination, what it will do is it will give you two statements. The first one is the examination will tell you which of the following statements are correct. So the first one they'll give stamps classification, and second they'll give Köppen's classification, and they'll just give you a statement wherein you will have to understand that which one is right and which one is wrong. So when we talk on the stamps classification, what do we see is that stamp use 18 degrees isotherm. Isotherm is what? Isotherm, it is an invisible line that connects two areas with similar temperatures. For example, isohaline. Isohaline is for salinity line. Okay, salinity line. Similarly, isotherms. Okay, isotherms. So when we talk about these particular, okay, isotherm, it means the two areas that have a similar temperature. So stamp has used 18-degree isotherm of mean monthly temperature for January to divide the country into two broad climatic regions. Okay, that means temperature similarity. That means if you just see equator, there is tropical, there is temperate. The India is divided in two parts, right? Tropical and temperate. So there is one Tropic of Cancer that is going from between of that particular area. Okay, so because of that, what do we understand is that is the temperature is similar. The temperate areas temperature is similar, and the tropical areas temperature is similar. Okay, so this is what is being told by stamp. Whereas Koppen, okay, Koppen, he is correlating the particular climate of India with vegetation. Okay, he is correlating the climate with vegetation. So when we talk on the climate with vegetation, based on that, what he has done is he has classified the various areas of India on the basis of vegetation into various climatic regions. So for Köppen, there are 9 climatic regions, whereas for stamp there are only 2 climatic regions of India. Okay, so you will have to remember this, mug this up, as simple as that, straight away, mug it up. Okay, so you need to mug this particular climatic types up and what are the peculiar features of this. Okay, so that is going to be there. So here the important is these codes also, right friends? So the examination will also ask you questions on these codes, that what are these codes and match the following, like that. So examination can ask you questions on that. The next one here, just look at this. Here there is another addition, that there is Köppen's classification, okay, and the climatic types. Now according to chief climatic types, there is a tropical climate. Now this tropical climate, the similar characteristics can also be found in these climatic types. So the examination can also ask you that they will give you this, they will give you taiga. For example, if I tell, they'll give you taiga, they'll give you Mediterranean, they'll give you steppe, and they'll give you savanna. And then they will give you tropical climate, dry climate, temperate climate, and continental climate. And they'll tell you to match the following. So, if you know that taiga is a part of the continental climate family, Mediterranean is a type of the temperate climate family, then savanna is a type of the tropical climate, and steppe is a type of the dry climate family, you can easily match it. Now see, each of this concept is very much deep. However, we do not have to go that deep. Simple. The SSC examination will not ask that deep. It is quite as simple as that. They'll ask you match the following and they'll ask you shallow things. Whatever we have discussed in the class, on the basis of that, they will be asking you questions. Okay. So, where can I check the recorded video? Guys, if you can just help Ankit. If you can just help Ankit, I'm unaware. Ankit, I'm unaware. So this is there. Okay, now for your examination, see, we have looked at the climatic types that are there in India. Examination will ask you the climatic types that are there in India. However, here also there is a probability that the examination can ask you a question on the climatic types that are there. Now when we talk on the climatic types, what do we understand is that these climatic types and the features, what are the features of these climatic types? So when we talk on these climatic types, what do we understand here? Okay, this is something that you can read it up later. There are various personalities who have told on the climatic types. Okay, so here the hot wet equatorial climatic type. So this is a wet equatorial climatic type. Now where are they found? They are found in Bogota, they are found in the South America, they are found in the Southeast Asia. Now what you can see is they are found where? Now what are the climatic conditions? These are the basic. It has also been written up, but here because there is a map representation. So another type of thing that can be asked to you in the examination is the types of biodiversity that is going to be found in that particular climatic regions. Okay, so the type of biodiversity that can be found in those climatic regions, that is going to be there. Okay, that is going to be there. Okay, so here you need to focus on these aspects. All right. Okay, so guys, here then there is going to be the tropical marine type climate. Tropical marine type climate, where is it going to be found? The reason that the map is also given here is that you need to know, you need to know it. Okay, the reason that the map is, okay, the reason the map is given to you, okay, is because here for your representative knowledge, it will help you in a very good manner. Okay, so what you do is, here the basic characteristics are written, and what I believe is that the examination will ask you the basic characteristics on the types or on the biodiversity that is there. Apart from that, nothing is important. So whatever things are, this is just an extra addition that I have done. Okay, these particular climatic types, they are just an extra addition, but what will the examination ask is majorly from this. Okay, and the above things that we have discussed. Okay, so what you do is, you write now from page number 39. You write now from page number 39, just read this climatic types. It is short. From page number 39 till, okay, just look at this, the last one. Okay, here, this is important. This page is important. Okay, because this will help you solve all the questions or any of the questions. Okay, you can solve it from this particular page, because whatever possible aspect the examination can ask, that is, where is this, what is the location, what is the latitude of it, how much is the temperature required for this particular type of climate, you can very well and easily solve it up. Okay, so what you do is from page number 39, that is from the equatorial forest, read it till page number 49 and just read it. Do not try to remember it, just read it on the basis of whatever understanding we've had. It is a easy one. Okay, it is a easy one. Just read it up. Just read it up and let me know whether you have any of the doubts or not. Just let me know that if you have any of the doubts like that. Okay. See, Rahul, the 50 pages means it is not like 50 pages. Okay. See, what have I told you? What have I told you? The see, if I just mark it up for you, okay, just let us do the markings, guys, just let me do the marking. Okay. When you read this, okay, when you read this, these are big fonts. It will hardly take 2 minutes for you to read this one page. Okay, like that it is. And it is, you just have to read it once for your conceptual clarity. And if you have that conceptual clarity, you can generally solve it in the examination. So just for your conceptual clarity, I have given this. Okay, and it is, you just have to read it once or twice. But when I talk about the important topics, okay, so here whatever I have explained, right, factors related, that is important. Then there is going to be, El Nino, La Nina, that is important, whatever I have explained. So you need to go through that in detail. Okay, that is important. Then there is going to be Indian monsoon. This is important. Indian monsoon is important. Okay, then there, whatever I have done in Indian monsoon, that is important. All right. And then there is going to be the climatic types. Directly you come to the climatic types. Okay, directly you come to the climatic types and then you do the climatic types. Okay, so these four things are important. Means we just cannot be like, don't look at this as 50 pages, because half of those 50 pages is graphical representation. It is diagrams. Okay, so from the 50 pages, effective, it is only 20 pages. It is not 50, it is effective is 20. So you will have to do it, Rahul. Just have a read of it once and you will understand it. Okay, that is why I've made the documents in a very easier format. Okay, is that okay, Rahul? Good, good. Surya, yes, the class is just getting completed. The class is just getting completed. Guys, did you understand? Did you understand? Because these climatic types, they are very simple. Okay. These climatic types, they are very simple, and you just have to do the things that are important, like I've explained it up to you. Okay. So they'll ask you the locations and what is the annual rainfall and what is going to be the biodiversity of that area. As simple as that. They're not going to be that detailed. And even for the international types, I have added things here. Okay. So did you understand? Do you have any doubts on this? Okay, good. Good, Divya. All right. Good. Good, Rahul. Okay. So it is a easy document. Okay, it is a easy document. You can it is, if you read it just once or twice, it is very much comprehensible. Okay, and I've explained it in that manner only. All right. Okay. Good, Srivata. All right. So then, guys, I'll keep it only this much, and I'll see you up in the next session. All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching me, for watching Oliveboard. I'll see you up in the next session. Thank you, and Jai Hind, my dear friends. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Take good care of yourselves. Bye bye. I'll see you up soon. Bye, guys.